Theory of Yoga SASTRA. Part 2.
ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
This lesson will be purely a continuation of lesson 1, and there, we have discussed about yoga scriptures, who can attain moksha, karmas, dhyana, supreme soul, individual soul, requirement of moksha, samadhi, and aim of yoga. Thus keep all those in your mind. Here we go to lesson 2. Creation and Creator. Truly speaking, what are the thing which we are seeing in this world, including raw materials and artificial materials, must be the creations of someone? Certainly we know that all the artificial materials in this world are the products of living beings. However, in case of the raw materials, the Creator is none other than the Supreme Soul or Paramatma. Without the Creator, no creations are possible. All the raw materials in this whole universe are generally called as Prakriti. The atheist people believes that the Prakriti emerged naturally. However, we can understand that this argument is totally illogical, because how can be this happened naturally, and from where these universal materials brought out, and who made these materials, and how the planets rotates the sun, Surya, what is the force behind this actions, etc. Actually, there are so many questions we can ask to them, but even though they are not accepting the Creator and the creation, do not bother about these kind of attitude from the atheist people, because these are because of the non-development of their spiritual intelligence, Athmaya Buddhi, the bad karmas which they have done earlier, from previous and the current birth, has become the solid barrier to block the path towards the Athmaya Buddhi. It is their fate, let them follow their belief. Do not waste our time by argue with them unnecessarily and physically. Healthy discussions and debates are advisable, but do not go behind them too much, because we are not capable to change the fate of anyone, whose quantity of bad prarabdha karmas, past karmas, are relatively much higher. We can tell about the facts to the people, but only the eligible people, those who are having spiritual intelligence, can accept this. Thus let it go as its way. As a yoga aspirant, first of all, you should accept and believe the Creator, Paramatma, the God, one who created everything. Then we can understand that all the creations, such as the raw materials, Prakriti, and the living things, Jivatmas, in this universe are the creations of Paramatma. Accepting the three existence, such as Paramatma, Jivatma and Prakriti, is generally known as Treta Siddhanta, three forms theory. While moving towards the ultimate aim, moksha, the yogis are gradually neglecting the last two said existence one by one. Thus when they neglect the Prakriti and consider only the Paramatma and Jivatmas, then the theory is known as Dvaita Siddhanta, two forms theory. However, when the yogis are moving very close to the moksha, at samadhi stage, they need to neglect the existence of Jivatmas too. During such stage they need to consider only the existence of Paramatma. Accordingly the theory will be called as Advaita Siddhanta, one form theory. In order to attain moksha, a yogi need to bring up their mind at Thuriyat stage. For that they need to come across first Treta, three form theory, then Dvaita, two form theory, and at the last Advaita, single form theory. But passing through these stages are purely depends upon the depth of their dhyana. A spiritual leader's, or a guru's, guidance is very much essential for the same. The details about these steps will be explained in the coming lessons. May the Supreme Soul will provide you an apt spiritual guru, spiritual instructor, for your ultimate aim. Next, let us discuss about some extracts from Dharma scripts. This scripts generally tells about right way of living and path of rightfulness. However, this topic does not have any direct relation with Yoga Sastra, but without the knowledge of this, the path towards Yoga Sastra will not be flexible to accept the secrets of yoga theory. Our aim is not to just complete the theory of Yoga Sastra. Our aim will be to make a strong foundation within you before learning the secret structures of Yoga Sastra. As we know that, without a strong foundation no structure can withstand in the adverse situations, in such a way, the present surrounding conditions are having so many hurdles and those are need to be crossed over. Thus if you do not have a very strong basic knowledge about these aspects, certainly your mind will jump away far and far from the real path or yoga. Therefore, let us discuss very short about some portions of Dharma scripts only which required for our study purposes. The Dharma scripts, which themselves emerged from the literary tradition of the Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, and Atharva Vedas. Here we need to know about the following in order to understand yoga in deep. 1. Ashramas, stages of life. 2. Varnas, social class based on inherent talent, and 3. Purushartha, proper goals of life. More details about these will be discussed in the coming part, therefore you are requested to go through all the previous lessons before coming for the next class, or else you will not be in a possession to get the continuation of this sacred subject. To be continued as Theory of Yoga Sastra, Part 3.
ॐ योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैतकेन योपाकरोदं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।